Here back with another episode of Pokemon Legends Arceus for the Nintendo Switch. Last time we left off, we leveled up our Pokemon and found a lot of crafting ingredients. And we made a whole bunch of Pokeballs. We caught some really powerful Pokemon. Even though they're bug types, we caught some really powerful Pokemon. And now we're moving on to our request for May. That didn't work. Moving on to our request for May, which is towards Ray. There's Pokemon everywhere in this place that just scares me, you guys. Like literally last episode, I just had to run away from everything. Alright, let's go talk to Ray. No, that's not Ray. For some reason, I thought in the distance this was Ray. But no, this is someone who needs my help. Ray is still far away. Ho there, mind helping a guy out? I'm after some cherry berries, you know them? The shiny red ones. They've grown some of the trees around here, but I don't have any Pokemon that could reach them for me. That's where you come in, friend. Throw one of your Pokeballs at a berry tree, and your Pokemon will grab the berries for you. Be sure the Pokeball you throw has a Pokemon in it, mind. It'd be a shame to waste an empty ball. If you hand me 3 of the cherry berries you get, I'll tell you another handy tip. Trees that bear berries. Well, I have plenty of those. I have 11. Ooh, could you give me 3 of those cherry berries you have there? Here you go. Thanks. Now then, here's that handy tip I was talking about. You could throw a berry near a wild Pokemon to grab their attention and keep them distracted. Why not give it a try on some of the Kricketot around here? Okay, I could do that. I got 15 Pokeballs from that. That will come in handy. Ooh, there's a Geodude. Oh, you saw me. I was trying to sneak, but I couldn't really do that. I was trying to sneak, but I couldn't really sneak. I don't know how to sneak good enough. Alright, well, I successfully defeated that one. Anyways, let's continue over to Ray. I got a pep-up plant? What the heck is that? Is this a plant? No, that's too big to be a plant. Ooh, I caught it. You guys hear that cat right now? It is so loud. Okay, sorry you guys for disrupting you, but I have to get that way, so I'm just gonna, First, actually, I need to revive Cyndaquil badly. And then I need to potion Cyndaquil and Weasel badly. Oh god. Okay. Let's go. Alright. So I healed them, and now they should be ready for battle. So let's go. Dang it. I hate how I have to be like super close to them. What even? What the heck is happening? There you go. I probably shouldn't have used that. Like, probably shouldn't have used that. Just probably shouldn't have used that. Oh god. You scared the fudge out of me. Oh my god, you move so fast. Okay. You scared me so badly. You scared me. Ouch. God, these Pokemon do so much damage. I don't like it. Alright, I caught myself a Geodude. New Pokemon. Alright. Do not like how that one was just hiding in the grass there. Don't like it. I do not like it. Oh my... Why are you moving? Excuse me. Why were you moving? A Geodude was under there? Are you kidding me here? Are you flipping kidding me? Alright. So, I did not get a... I got a black tumblestone, apparently. Got 10 of those. Okay, we have to go that way. Wait. Where do I have to go? Wait, I have to go that way. What the heck? Okay. I could have sworn I had to come this way. Did I not have to go this way? What the heck? You guys. Wasn't Ray this way? Was he not? What? Okay. So I was just following that other guy then. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. I got grit dust. But anyways, apparently I was not even following Ray's marker. I was following that dude's marker. Wait, where did it even... Hold on. Where am I even going? Where did I come from? Wait, he's up... I am so confused right now, you guys. Where did I go? Hold on. I see Ray, you guys. Mind you, I do see Ray. And I know I have to go that way. But there's a Stantler now? Oh my god. Oh my god. There's so many Pokemon. Where is that guy that I gave cherry berries to? That's my question. Okay, this is May. I confused her for Ray. Like, I confuse everyone for Ray. I forgot Ray actually left us, huh? At the end of the last 2 episodes? 2 episodes ago, at the end of that episode, Ray went back to the village, huh? I think. I don't know. Oh, so even your professor decided to join us? Did he? I guess he did. Phew, thank goodness I got here in time. As a Pokemon researcher, I could hardly miss out on a chance to observe an alpha now, could I? I suppose that is your business. Fine, as long as you stay out of the way. This is Deer Track Heights. This is where I've long come to pay tribute to a special Pokemon, a Pokemon descended from one of those ancients blessed by Almighty Sinnoh. Deliliwhoop? That's not it. That's only a troublemaker here to disturb the peace with its racket. A Kricketune? You're having trouble with a Kricketune? And that's what you're here for, Kiara, to drive that interloper from this place. I'll ensure your Pokemon are ready for the battle. Well, thanks. That actually helps a lot. I have not been healing that much. Upon my word, what a large specimen. Little wonder alpha Pokemon are feared across the land if they're all as oversized as this one. Exactly, they're not only big, though. They are strong and may know moves that others of their kind do not. They're not to be trifled with, let me tell you. Nevertheless, I believe you're stronger still than this alpha, so go show it that beyond any mistaking. Be careful, Kiara. Size is a potent weapon in and of itself. No doubt this alpha is a powerful and hardy foe. If you must face it, make sure your Pokemon have strong moves at their disposal. Okay, Pokemon whose eyes glow red are called alpha Pokemon. They're larger than others and may know moves that are very rare for their species. So it could know like a fire type move. It could know like a water type move. Okay. I gotta battle you. Do I just throw a Pokeball at it? I mean, not a Pokeball, but a Pokemon. Go Cyndaquil. I'm glad I switched to Cyndaquil. It will be super effective in this battle. Press the Y button during battle to check the action order of all the Pokemon currently battling. Okay. Okay. You're at level 12, though. You shouldn't be that hard to beat, right? Oh my god, you are tough. I'm just like, oh my god. What does this do? Okay, I don't know what I just clicked. I clicked plus, but I don't know what that does. Alright, let's do this. You know Aerialis? Okay. Okay, that wasn't too hard. I'm just like, that wasn't too bad. I only had one Pokemon faint. It's not bad. You really are an impressive one, aren't you? Seeing someone beat an alpha like that, it truly reminds me of the legendary hero of old. We'd best make sure your Pokemon are taken care of after facing off against such a foe. Where? Oh, I know who that is. What in the world? Yep. Yep. The evolution of Stantler. It's the great Weirdeer. Yep. This is what I was expecting. Just kidding. I was not expecting to see it this soon. Oh my god, it looks really old. But anyway, Stantler has an evolution in this game, you guys. It was never able to evolve before, and now in this game it could. He looks upon you with kindness, Kiara. I'll be able to ride him, right? I'd say the great Weirdeer has taken a liking to you. That is fortunate. He is an esteemed Pokemon that can dash across the expanse of Hisui while bearing a human on his back, a human he deems worthy at least. He is a blessing to us all. Remarkable, truly outstanding stuff. A Pokemon letting someone ride on it. Why, it's just like the ride Pokemon of Alola. Hold on. Hold a second. Alola? When I first heard about this game... Hold on. Professor, I take it things went smoothly? I'm here on Captain Silene's orders. She said we'd be able to set up a base camp here once Kiara took care of her request. Ooh, nice. I could now camp here. Ah, about that, I know this was a joint decision by Adaman and the commander, but still, is it truly fine for us to set up more base camps like this? The Hisui region is a land created by Almighty Sinnoh for the sake of its Pokemon. As long as your goal is to coexist and thrive together with the Pokemon, then I imagine you should also be allowed to use this land. The Great Weirder has taken a liking to Kiara as well. That is a good sign. You have my thanks for what you did today. Our clan leader will hear of how you aided us. I'll come to show my appreciation with a proper reward as soon as I can. A request for my complete. Well, if we're to coexist and thrive with Pokemon, we'll need to know them better. And the first step toward that is completing the Pokédex. The construction corps should be here soon. They'll have our new base camp pitched in no time. Yep, that was fast. Here we have it, our new base camp upon Deer Track Heights. I'll call it the Heights Camp. From now on, when you set out from the village, you could ask to be escorted to this base camp to start your excursions directly from here. Having more base camps ought to make our survey work easier, huh? Well, that's that. How about we head to the Wallflower like usual? That's just a little hangout, huh? Oh, hey, it just reported this for me. So at the end of a mission, I guess, like this. Okay, that's nice. I don't actually have to talk to him then. I was going to, like, right now. If they didn't do this, of course. But now I don't have to. Ooh, and Starly's entry is complete. That person wanted to see Starly's, thing once it was done, so... It's done now. Weasel's complete. Silcoon is complete. Nice. Newly registered 16. Ooh, and I'm the next rank. All of that battling paid off. So anyways, back to what I was saying when he mentioned Alola. I thought this was supposed to be like... I thought this whole story was supposed to be like me traveling through Hisui before Alola existed. Did I get that story wrong or something? I thought that was like the whole story of this. Was that the Hisui is Sinnoh before it was called Sinnoh. And Hisui was the very first region that came into existence. Is that not how it works? I don't know. Have y'all heard the grave news? The frenzied Cleaver from the rumors. It ended up mauling some of our galaxy folks who went out to investigate it this morning. The medical corps has had a hard time getting all the injured back on their feet. Ah, this is the Cleaver that was reportedly struck by powerful lightning, yes? I did hear he's been behaving most erratically since then. Still, if further investigation is in order, the Survey Corps will, of course, step up to the task. A certain amount of danger is inevitable when researching unfamiliar Pokemon, but I'm sure Kiarhio can handle things just fine. But that Cleaver is said to be much, much stronger than even an alpha Pokemon, isn't he? Now, you forget that the strengths of Pokemon are key items of information that we of the Survey Corps are duty-bound to research. And since this perilous work of ours calls for a clear head and fighting fit physique, I do believe a good night's sleep is in order after this fine meal. The next day. Rise and shine. The boss wants you. Kamado, that is. Get yourself to the commander's office. Yes, sir. Actually, you're not my commander, so I will not call you sir. Yes, dear friend. He's a dear friend. Did you get a good rest? Look who's being punctual. Finally realize you're wasting Almighty Sinnoh's precious time by bowing to a sham? Oh my god, who are you guys? There you go again, insisting on your false image of Almighty Sinnoh as the ruler of time. My people follow the true Almighty Sinnoh, the font of all creation and ruler of space. Ha! You could have all the space there is and still not know what to do with it. Excuse me? Are you really suggesting that you make better use of your time than we make of vast Hisui's space? Better than some. It's a miracle you showed up on time, O mighty leader of the Pearl clan. I worried you'd get lost in the pointlessly vast space you're so fond of and never show up. Me? Get lost? In Almighty Sinnoh's great gift of the Pearl to the Pearl clan in our world's very basis? You wish. I wish that I hadn't let myself get dragged into arguing with you. Almighty Sinnoh, forgive me. What a waste of time. I'm off to Commander Kamado's office. I believe it was you who started this. Oh my god. Just another day with those two, I see. That man's name is Adaman. He's the leader of the Diamond Clan. They put a lot of importance on time, as you could probably tell. And their girl is Irida. Irida? I'm going to call her Irida. Leader of the Pearl Clan. They're all about space. You heard what she called her, right? Our world's very basis. Whenever they run into each other, those same arguments flare up. Seems like they've inherited some bad blood from their predecessors? Strife? I do not know these words. Ah, well, not our problem. But you'll have problems if you don't get yourself to the commander's office. Okay. I'm going. Oh, but first, actually, let's talk to you, because you wanted the Starly's information. Wait one moment. Male and female Starly have different appearances? They do? Let me see. So the markings on their foreheads are different sizes. Incredible. I had no idea. Thank you for letting me read its Pokédex entry. Now that I know more about it, I imagine I might finally bring myself to touch a Starly. Please, if you could find it in your heart, catch a Starly and bring it to me. There's not a Pokemon in the world so adorable as Starly, I tell you. Okay, well, I have 8 of them, so you could have one. Level 3, 3, 3, 2. Here, level 2. Just because, you know, it's weaker. The smooth curl of the feather on its head, those lovely round eyes. Oh, it's lovely through and through. I adore it down to the last feather. Why, well, hello, though, Starly. Want to pet it? No! I think I'm quite satisfied just looking at it after all. Besides, I might let loose a move. Who outside of the Survey Corps or Security Corps could actually do something so frightful as approach a Pokemon willingly? All the same, I must thank you for showing me this sweet Starly. Some people will see a Pokemon and simply flee on sight, you know. Perhaps being able to read all about Pokemon in that Pokédex might put them more at ease. I got 10 more Pokeballs. Not bad. You know, this guy doesn't mind touching a Pokemon. Alright. Let's go in here. Alright. There's some requests posted on the blackboard. Oh yeah, he did say that, huh? Bothersome Bidoof. It seems a band of bothersome Bidoof keeps sneaking into the village and causing trouble. Talk to Sumugi from the Security Corps and see if you can help set things in order. Okay. Playing with Drifloon. It seems several people have spotted a Drifloon playing with one of the village children. Miki from the Security Corps can tell you more. Speak with her and get to the bottom of this. Zubat's eyes. Clarissa from the Security Corps has a request for us. Something to do with Zubat, I believe. Talk to the good lady and investigate as necessary if you please. Okay. We can do that. Bye, Rowlet. Hold on. I'm literally right underneath him. Alright. But hold on, there's another symbol though, right? There's that one, and then... Okay, I thought there was another one. I guess there isn't. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, here's one. Oh, splendid, you came along at a good time. I'm looking for a pickling stone, you see. Would you mind lending me a hand? It needs to be the right size to fit atop one of my pickle pots, and heavy enough to put a nice firm pressure on the pickles while they're fermenting. But I suppose it would be hard for me to lift such a heavy thing from the pot. The best thing would be for the stone to lift itself up, actually. Oh, I've a rather good idea. There's a Pokemon called Geodude that lives on Deer Track Heights. It would be perfect for the job. Could you catch one and bring it for me? I'll head home and wait for you there. Well, I have one now. Okay. Okay, so I have to go find her at her home. Alright then. I'll do that. Let's see, what else is there? Is there anything I missed in here? No. Okay. What do you intend to do about that cleaver, Commander Kamado? He may be descended from a warrior of Almighty Sinnoh, but look at the mess he's causing. We can't sit back and let him rage on. You do get right to the point, Adamnan. Time wasted is lost. Well, tell me, what would you have us do? Cleaver is a precious lord of the Pearl clan, is he not? That's the point. My clan can't intervene directly where a lord of the Pearl clan's concerned. If my people were to do something, our two clans might end up back at each other's throats, just like we used to be. But even folk of the Galaxy team have been wounded, haven't they? Seems someone got to do something here. Who then? Would the Diamond Clan have the Pearl Clan bring down one of its own Otter nobles? I don't believe I said that. Thought it, maybe. You might as well have said it, you fool. Look, we don't even know what drove Lord Cleaver into such a violent frenzy. I'd like to know that myself. This is the first as far as my clan knows too. I see you've arrived. This is Kiara, the newest member of our survey corps. Aha, I hear from May you earned Weirdeer's favor. Good to finally meet you, stranger from the Rift. I'm Adaman, leader of the Diamond Clan, if you want to be formal. But that's a mouthful, just call me Adaman. It's a weird name. These people all have like really old Renaissance-y names. If you came from beyond the space-time rift, could you be from space where Almighty Sinnoh is said to reside? I'm Irida, leader of the Pearl Clan. Caution and foresight are my watchwords, which is why I have trouble believing such a tale. Could you really have passed through that rift? I have a proposition. Why not send this one to study Cleaver before deciding what must be done? You send the stranger who supposedly fell from the rift to study Cleaver? This newcomer with no experience? Says the leader with almost no experience. Being a good leader isn't a matter of time, it's a matter of embracing Hisui's vastness without fear. Well then, there you have it. If how new you are doesn't matter, then let's give the kid a chance. I'm sold, Commander. Let's try this your way. This should be fun. I'll get to see how good you Galaxy folk really are, with all your weird ways, putting Pokemon in those strange balls and what have you. That whole practice bothers me. Almighty Sinnoh made Hisui vast, so Pokemon could live freely throughout. We're meant to stand alongside Pokemon, not count ourselves above them. We do not use Pokeballs from a desire to control our Pokemon, only so that we can live together. Allow us to show you what we can do. This is your mission now, Kiara. I order you to study Cleavor, right? That's his name, and help us find the truth of this situation. I accept. Remember that you are a stranger who appeared one day out of the very sky above us. People are naturally suspicious of your presence here. If you wish to be fully accepted and trusted, you must work hard. Work yourself to the very bone. I will. The frenzy of the Lord of the Woods. Well, that's settled, and there's no time like the present. The Lord of the Woods, Cleaver, is descended from a Pokemon that was blessed with Almighty Sinnoh's own power. No other Pokemon you've yet encountered can compare to his strength. Be warned. Listen to me. The Galaxy Expedition Team has come to the Hisui region as a group of outsiders. Some might even call us interlopers. We mustn't do anything to threaten our relations with the Diamond and Pearl clans, understand? Join me downstairs, Kiara. We'll cover the details of this new mission. Oh my god. This game has so many reading to do in it, and I don't like it. I mean, I kind of do, though. Like, the whole story behind this game is awesome. Yeah, I kind of still just don't like it. Ah, good, you're already here. Professor Laventon, the briefing, if you please. Yes, let's get right to it. So, Kiara, I understand you've been requested to find out the cause of Cleaver's frenzied state, but as you're aware by now, Cleaver is a mighty thing, nigh invincible even. The security corps tried throwing Pokeballs at Cleaver when they were attacked, but I'm afraid they didn't even come close to catching him. It seems he's a far trickier opponent than even those aggressive species of Pokemon that cannot be caught outside of battle once they're riled. I'd like to be perfectly clear on this point. The mission will put you in extreme danger. Do you believe you can handle it? I do not know what I clicked. I just clicked a random button. Very well. Then let us go over the particulars. The Diamond and Pearl clans revere their nobles because they believe these Pokemon serve their almighty Sinnoh. They leave offerings to express their gratitude to these Pokemon in locations they call the nobles' seats. So perhaps a good starting point for our research could be to find out what sort of offerings they normally leave for this Cleaver. Kiara, we need to speak with you. Listen, that rift in space-time seems like it connects this world to a whole other world. That world might be where Almighty Sinnoh itself resides, the true Almighty Sinnoh, that is, the one that rules over time. So if you fell through the space-time rift, that might mean you traveled through time by Almighty Sinnoh's own power. Think of it, you must have been just swimming in its divine might. Well, I've got a favor to ask of you, oh amazing time traveler. Don't just study Cleaver, quell his frenzy. Well, you certainly caught us at a good time, young Adaman. We were just discussing our next steps with regard to this whole Cleaver situation. Oh ho, you must be that Galaxy Team scholar I've heard about. Good to meet you, Mr. Professor. Share some of that knowledge with me sometime. Now, let me elaborate a little. Those Pearl Clan types have a lot of respect for Cleaver. You heard his title, Lord of the Woods. I'm sure they'd rather get this under control too, but it's hard for them to come right out and ask those of the Galaxy Team, of all people, for help. And the truth is, we in the Diamond Clan have a similar problem on our hands. A Pokemon dear to us, off in the mountains, has flown into the same type of frenzy as Cleaver. Now, there's certainly bad blood between us and the Pearl Clan, but still, we've all got to share Hisui, and that means we ought to tackle our problems together. But there aren't many capable of standing up to such powerful Pokemon. You're the best hopes we've got. You'll find Cleaver at Grand Tree Arena. that's in the very heart of the Heartwood. His warden is a boy named Leon. Leon is a brilliant child, but also a bit, well, sometimes brilliance can be blinding, you know? He'll tell you all about his beloved Cleaver, whether you wish him to or not. Anyway, I'm sure you're up to the challenge, so we'll be counting on you. See you later. Wow, he just said his piece and then vanished. He must just value his time that much, I guess. Adamant and May weren't wrong, you know. If you're to study and perhaps even quell Cleaver, you'd best start by visiting his abode. Now that we've got the Heights camp, it should come in handy for getting to Grand Tree Arena. And don't forget to visit the pastures. Choosing your Pokemon team carefully makes a difference. Okay. My god, there's so much reading in this game. It kind of drives me crazy, but yet it doesn't. But hold on. First, before I do that, I actually need to look at my request, actually. How do I do that? Alright, I need to get a springy mushroom. I do not know where to get that. Speak with Miki to learn about her request. Right, okay. Security Corps. Where is the Security Corps? I need to speak with you. And I need to speak with you. All of these people in the Security Corps could tell me about those. I also need to show that person the entry of Kricketot, right? And I also need to give that person a Geodude. So, I need to find Radissa. Where is Radissa? Oh, and all these requests are on the map too? Okay, that's cool. That's actually cool. Finding yourself unable to pick up the materials you come across, satchel always seeming full. If that sounds like you, it'd be wise to lend me your ear a moment and hear what I have to say. Okay, I'll do that. You can carry around even more in that satchel of yours if you learn the trick to packing things in. I can teach you if you like. What do you say? Obviously. I like your initiative. My teaching fee is a neat 100. Oh, alright? Perfect, then lend me your ear a moment. You've made space to keep one more kind of item. One more kind. Just one. And that's all there is to it. You see how much more you can fit in by packing things rightly? If you want to be able to carry even more things, there's more I could teach you. What do you say? Sure. I could just keep upgrading my bag with him. That's cool. Okay, maybe later. Okay, let's see. You have a request for me. You there, you seem like someone who enjoys a bit of crafting. Do you think you could help me out with something? I'd be very, very grateful if you try to craft something using a special recipe I came up with. So without further ado, here's the recipe. A Poké doll? I need 3 logs of wood. I invented them, you see, as special items that we could make in this village. I would love to have you craft one and show it to me. I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with. Make me a Poké doll. Okay. I need wood though. Could I just take some of your wood? Imagine. You have a bunch of wood. Why don't you just craft it? I'm just like, why don't you just craft it? Listen here, Survey Corps kid. I saw the darndest thing. I was scouring the heartwood for crops we could grow in the fields when I saw it. This Pokemon called Cherrim changed its appearance before my very eyes. It was in the evening. The light was getting dim. All of a sudden, Cherrim's petals closed right up, so it looked like nothing but little flower bud. Wow, I thought. I just witnessed the miracle of evolution. But the next morning, when I went to check in on that Cherrim, it was right back to full bloom. But why would it bloom just to close back up? Is that how evolution works? Or was the change I saw something different? When you finish Cherrim's Pokédex entry, let me have a look, would you? I need to find a Cherrim now? Haven't even found a Cherrim before. Okay, anyways, you guys, that is where I will end this video. I need to figure out where the Survey Corps is. I mean, not the Survey Corps. The Security Corps next time. We will find out where that is so I could get my last little missions. And then we will continue this way to do our next main objective. So that's been this episode, and I'll see you guys on the next one.